Hello YouTube, this is MTHOM41. Today I will be doing a tutorial on VBS. And right about now, a link will show up, and it will be to my last video explaining VBS, and it says it's a tutorial, but it's not, so don't pay attention. And it will magically end in about 5 seconds, so if you haven't clicked it by then rewind the video or something. Magically disappeared. Okay, so let's get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open Notepad, and I'm just going to change the font to be a little bigger so that you guys can see better. You probably can see just fine, but oh well. I hate watching videos where I can't even see what's being typed. Alright, so the first thing is going to be the basic message box, and pay no attention to that. Or that. Okay, so the basic is a message box, and it's just a message box. It's just a little box that has a message in it. McCain's more allowance. Okay. So that's pretty easy. So to start, you want to open up Notepad, and if you don't know how to do that, it explains it in my last video. Type msgbox for message box. Then there are two ways to do it. I prefer to do it without parentheses. So, and this is the message. And then this is the title. And then, so this is your message box right now. So what you want to do is you want to hit Control S or File Save or whatever, and click Save. Then save to the desktop. Click All Files. Make sure it's in All Files, and type whatever you want to call it. File name.vbs. And so now you see this. Now here's my Notepad. Now if I open this, it does that. So if that happens, which it will, you can just do that and then hit Control Save and then do that, and it does that, and it says cannot use parentheses when calling a sub, so you have to do that. So I just made a very bad example, but the idea is that you do message, then 0, then title. Title, message. Okay, so I screwed up. Don't do what I did. And you can also just not put a comma, but then it'll glitch. Expected end of statement. So you can just do that, but that probably won't work, will it? Nope. Anyway, that. So that is how to make the message box with parentheses, and it's just so confusing. I don't even like using parentheses. They're just confusing, and you can't use subs, which I'll talk about in a sec. And you just want to put comma 0 comma in between them, and that means that the only button is the OK button, the default. Okay, so now there's a second Notepad document, message box info, and you may want to pause the video for a minute, or for a second, or take a screenshot of this or something. I'll have a link to the file in the description if I can find some spare time to. Well, excuse me. If I can find some spare time to upload it to MediaFire. So that is part 1. This is kind of the business part where we get all the information started. I will upload part 2. So, subscribe.